peaceful self. Today, let us know in brief about the control of organs of sense, the control of organs of action, and the control of mind. The mind only has been in a position to provoke the activities of organs of knowledge and the organs of action. If the organs of knowledge and organs of action has to be controlled, our mind first has to be controlled. And if we cannot control the organs of knowledge, the organs of action, and the mind, we may lose our life. Generally, what people usually do is they eat anything they like and they eat any amount they like. They eat eggs, they eat mutton, they eat chicken, they eat tobacco, gutka, betel nut, they eat opium, LSD, etc. And they smoke marijuana and even they drink alcohol. The people usually eat and drink while they are in the bus, while they are in the market, while they are in the aeroplane, and while they are in the train. They eat and drink while they are sitting and while they are standing. Generally, the people have made the stomach a municipality box. Usually the people throw anything in the municipality box, like that they do. So there are no people who take the meal once in a day. So the man who takes the food once in a day is called a yogi. And those who take the food twice a day, they have been called as sensualists. And the people who take the meal thrice a day, so they have been called as the diseased persons. And the people who take the food 4 times a day, he dies. So the body will be diseased if the people are slaves to the sensory objects. And the body will be also diseased if there is no exercise to it. So in the world, there are millions of people and they die due to mainly for using the water without filtering. So the chemicals and the worms that have been present in the unfiltered water will be in a position to kill the body. And if we take the food during night, it cannot be digested. So the people who take the food once a day, that is at 1 p.m., are healthy. During Brahmi Muhurta, there is maximum content of O3 in the atmosphere. And if we walk in a Brahmi Muhurta, so the O3 has been supplied. That means half of the food has been supplied by it. So usually it is been called, Subah ki hawa, lakh ki dawa, like that. So as the food is next to the body, so also an exercise. If our body has to be healthy, we have to undergo exercises also. So we have to take the food only to maintain the livelihood of the body. We should not take the food for the sake of taste. So we have to take the food in a limited quantity. That means we have to leave some space for circulation of air. And if some space has been left for the circulation of air, the food that we have taken will be digested properly. And if we have taken the food, half of the water has to be only taken. And if we did take, more water or more food, there will be no circulation of air. And if there will be no circulation of air, the food will not be digested. So what type of food we have to take? We have to take sattvic food. And not only that, we have to take the sattvic food in limited quantity. And not only that, so according to the season, we have to take the food. In summer, we have to take cold food. In winter and rainy season, we have to take the hot food, like that. Then if at all we have to earn the money, so we have to earn the money by observing the moral rules, but not by breaking the moral rules. Then the money that has been earned by observing the moral rules has to be given in charity to the moral poor people. It has to be given in charity to the moral and poor people. But we should not use the money to harm the people. So if we do like this, so there will be peace in the society. By this we get the virtuous fruits. And the virtuous fruits can be enjoyed in heaven. When we enjoy the virtuous fruits in heaven, And if they have been exhausted, we will take birth in Martyaloka, in this loka. You know, the different animals lose their life for the sake of sensory objects. For example, the moth will be in a position to give its life for the sake of form, like that. Then the bee will be in a position to lose its life for smell. The fish will be in a position to lose its life for the sake of taste. And the male elephant will be in a position to lose its life for the sake of touch. And the deer will be in a position to lose its life for the sake of words. But man has been in a position to enjoy all these sensory objects, that is, the words, the smell, the taste, the touch, like this. So he will be in a position to enjoy all the sensory organs, that is, the form, the smell, the taste, and the touch, and the words. So man has been in a position to enjoy all the sensory objects of five organs of knowledge. And if that is the case, how he can be saved? So he will be in a position to lose his wife only. So usually what happens, the indecent scenes, many people who know, so they will be naked, like indecent scenes, indecent words, commonly provoke the mind, and the mind controls the organs of knowledge and the organs of action. So usually we eat, tomato and the chilies, particularly the unripe chilies and the potato, cause the formation of kidney stones. And these kidney stones remain in the kidney, or they remain in the pelvis, or they remain in the ureters, and they will be in a position to give us maximum pain. Sometimes many people, due to these kidney stones, they lose their life. So in the meat, there are more number of chemicals and more number of worms, which cause maximum number of diseases, and the persons will be in a position to lose their life. But in vegetarian food, there are less number of chemicals and less number of worms, which will be in a position to cause the more number of diseases. So in the vegetarian food, the chemicals and the worms causing the diseases are less in number, and they will be in a position to cause less number of diseases in the concerned body. Usually people say that the non-vegetarian food is very tasty. But it is not like that. If we add the spices to the vegetarian or the non-vegetarian food, both will be tasty. But he has the wrong understanding that the non-vegetarian food is more tasty like that. Usually the conceived women, they are warned not to take the non-vegetarian food. As in the non-vegetarian food, there are more number of chemicals and more number of worms which will be in a position to cause the diseases in her children. Like this, if we control the organs of knowledge and the organs of action, and if we control the mind, so we will be happy. So by this, I end my speech.